Welcome to TPM Vid's Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney. If you're new to the channel and like what you see, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. You can also find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. At the Walt Disney World theme parks, Imagineers have incorporated little details and secrets around every corner. It's what makes Disney so special. Now, a lot of these details are hidden in plain sight and are very easy to miss, but you just need to know where to look to find them. So sit back as we go on a little scavenger hunt and discover 10 hidden secrets and details at Walt Disney World. Number 10. As you enter Asia at Animal Kingdom and walk towards Expedition Everest, you'll notice a shrine across from Discovery River that pays tribute to the Yeti. Its shape is unique and it's a detailed structure, but what many don't realize is that each section of the shrine mimics the shape of the mountain range behind it. Here, you can see the tip of each part of the shrine matches the snowy peaks of the mountain range. It's a clever detail Imagineering included that sort of foreshadows you finding the Yeti while you ride Expedition Everest. Now, when it comes to the mountain range, you probably thought the entire mountain is Mount Everest, right? But really, only this peak right here is Mount Everest. The rest is the Forbidden Mountain. Imagineers use the forced perspective technique to make Mount Everest appear larger and to give the illusion that it's further away. So while you're on Expedition Everest, you don't make it to Mount Everest until you see the famous Disco Yeti. Now, today's video is sponsored by Disney Emoji Blitz. You can download Disney Emoji Blitz for free using the link below. I'll be giving away some more Disney gift cards, so stay tuned for that. Now, Disney Emoji Blitz is not your typical Match 3 game, since 1. You get to play with these adorable Disney emojis, and 2. There are dozens of emojis to collect. The best part is that each of them has their own unique power-ups. You can really strategize by choosing the best emoji to use in each game to maximize your points scored. My favorite emoji to use right now would have to be good old Jiminy Cricket. When he powers up, a rainbow star is added to the board, and those are always the most helpful in the game. Now, new emojis are being added every week from Disney, Pixar, and Star Wars IPs, with tons of characters to collect in different categories, like silver, gold, rainbow, and even story and villain emojis. And to top it all off, the emojis you earn in the game can be used in text conversations with your friends. I mean, how cute is that? Use my exclusive link below to download the game for free. The link acts as sort of a creator code, so anything you do spend in the game helps support me and the channel. Now, I'm doing a little sweepstakes where you have the chance to win one of 3 $25 Disney gift cards. All you need to do is download the game using the link below, screenshot yourself getting to level 20 in the game if you're a new user, or if you've played before, screenshot your current level plus a score over 1 million, then tweet me at TPM Videos. And if we get over 500 downloads, I'll throw in another Disney gift card. I'll be choosing the winners on May 19th and we'll announce them on Twitter. Thanks again to Disney Emoji Blitz for sponsoring the video, and now let's continue on to number 9. Over in the back of Storybook Circus at Magic Kingdom, you can find the Fantasyland train station. Now, it has been some time since the station has been used because of Tron construction, but it does feature a little tribute to Walt Disney and his love of trains. On the Fantasyland station sign, you'll see in the bottom left corner it says Carolwood Park. This is actually a tribute to the Carolwood Pacific Railroad, which was Walt's miniature train he kept in his backyard. The name of the railroad was based off his home address on Carolwood Drive in Los Angeles. Walt's fascination with trains is why we have railroads in the Disney theme parks. And I gotta tell ya, I can't wait till the Walt Disney World Railroad comes back to Magic Kingdom. It's been years. Now, Walt Disney also gave the Carolwood Pacific Railroad a tagline, which was Fair Weather Route. This was the logo created for the miniature railroad in the 50s, and if we look at the clock on the station, wouldn't you know it? It features the Carolwood Pacific Railroad logo along with the tagline Fair Weather Place, a tribute to Fair Weather Route. Unlike Disneyland, Magic Kingdom doesn't have as many tributes to Walt Disney, so this little hidden detail is really a special one. Number 8. The Backlot Express restaurant at Hollywood Studios transports you right back into the golden age of Hollywood studios that focused on movie making. There's a special nostalgic feeling when you walk into the restaurant. Does anyone else feel this? Now, the Backlot Express is themed to a film prop warehouse and production facility. In the dining room, you'll find many vehicle props and parts scattered from top to bottom. Well, tucked away in the back of the main dining room, there's what appears to be a golf cart of some sorts. Well, this black golf cart is actually a prop from a pretty well-known film. In Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Benny the Cab is a pivotal part of the action. And this black prop car was actually Benny the Cab. Well, it's what actor Bob Haskins drove around in on set. A stunt driver was sitting behind the actor in this seat back here, and after everything was shot, animators then animated Benny the Cab over the black frame. Around the car, you'll also find these behind-the-scene photos on display. I mean, it's a pretty neat piece of film history still hiding at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Number 7. Former Imagineer Joe Rohde is the mastermind behind everything at Animal Kingdom, including Pandora. This beautifully designed world has so much to explore, which includes Pongu Pongu. It's this little stand that's a perfect place to cool off with a night blossom or a little snack. But below the Pongu Pongu sign, you'll see some orange and black tags hanging. If we move up closer, they appear to be ID tags of who we assume are the Alpha Centauri expedition employees. That's the Pandora story, but in reality, these are photos of the Imagineering team that worked on Pandora, including Joe Rohde, who's on this black tag right here. It's pretty cool, huh? And this isn't the only place where Joe Rohde has left his mark in the land. Over at the exit of Avatar Flight of Passage, depending on which theater you exit out of, you'll find these 3 handprints. The top right handprint with JR under it is none other than Joe Rohde. The other 2 handprints are from James Cameron, creator and director of the Avatar film, as well as Avatar producer John Landau. Number 6. Have you ever used the restrooms in the theme parks and noticed how the mirror on the wall is nowhere to be found above the sink? Well, I'm sure you've run into this issue, and it's done for 2 specific reasons. One is by having no mirrors over the sink, it decreases the potential for graffiti and vandalism. But the real reason is to increase traffic flow. If there are mirrors at the sink, you're more inclined to loiter around, looking into the mirror, doing your hair, your makeup, or just admiring yourself while others are waiting to wash their hands. By not having mirrors, you just wash your hands and go. People spend less time at the sink, allowing a proper flow of traffic through the restroom. If you are looking for a mirror, you can usually find one at the entrance of the restroom. But there are some restrooms with mirrors above the sink. Some restrooms in a restaurant or other lower traffic areas, like this one near the Finding Nemo Theater at Animal Kingdom, will have a mirror. But the more popular heavy traffic areas do not. Number 5. Casey's Corner on Main Street takes you right out to the ballgame. It opened in 1995, replacing the refreshment corner, and it's based off the 1888 poem Casey at the Bat. The baseball with 1888 in the logo references the year of the poem. Now, this restaurant is decked out in old vintage Coca-Cola and baseball collectibles and pictures. Over in the dining room, there are dozens of pictures of vintage baseball teams on display, but there's one in particular with a little hidden story. This team photo here is really a photo of the group of Imagineers responsible for the 1995 transformation of the restaurant. It's kind of hard to spot since sometimes people are eating at the tables and block the pictures, but it can be found right here. Any tribute to the talented Imagineers is always a fun one to find. And did you know that every day when Casey's Corner opens, all the cast members come outside to sing "Take Me Out to the Ballgame"? Yeah, it's been a tradition for years. Number 4. Liberty Square is another area filled with so much detail that goes unnoticed. A lot of it is right under your nose, and it's really easy to miss. So over near the seating area across from Columbia Harbor House, if you look up at the window in this round section of the building, you spot 2 lanterns placed on the windowsill. In the poem Paul Revere's Ride, it says, "Hang a lantern aloft in the belfry arch of the north church tower as a signal light, one if by land and two if by sea." Well, these two hidden lanterns in the window pay tribute to this poem. The two lanterns would have signaled colonists that the British were taking the faster water route through the Charles River. Another hidden window detail can be found around the corner in building number 24. What can appear as sort of creepy, there's a doll sitting on the windowsill, looking out into the park. Well, back in colonial times, people would place a doll in the window to alert firefighters that a child lived in the house, in case there was a fire. This way, everyone inside would be saved. Liberty Square is all about historical accuracy, and there will be a lot more details discussed in a future video. Number 3. The Tangled Restrooms at Magic Kingdom are hands down the best themed restrooms at Walt Disney World. There's no doubt about it. It's a shame the area is just a restroom and not an attraction. There is so much detail here. Well, if you head over to the rest area, first of all, each table has a charging port, which is great to know if you're running low on phone battery. You can just plug in and relax. Another great detail about this little area is hidden right at the back. Strapped onto the light pole, there's a sign on it that says, "Look for friends of Pascal in the scenery, hidden among the flowers and greenery." Just as the sign says, there are little chameleons hidden all around this area by the stream and closer to the restrooms. Now, since Pascal's friends are chameleons, they're really good at blending in with the scenery, making them truly hidden. Some are easier to spot than others, just like this one blended into the tree trunk. It took me so long to notice it. There are 10 hidden friends to find, and this has to be one of the best kept hidden scavenger hunts at the parks. Have you ever been able to find all 10 of Pascal's friends? Comment below. Number 2. At the end of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Chubby, the adorable orange bird, waves to guests as they make their way back into the unload station. It appears the building where Chubby lives is a barn, and above the window there's a weather vane. You'll see these all over the Disney theme parks, especially at Magic Kingdom, but this weather vane is special because it's actually a leftover relic from none other than the Great Movie Ride. Now, you probably remember the Mary Poppins scene from the Great Movie Ride. It was a classic. Well, on top of one of the London rooftops on the left-hand side was this weather vane. It's the same weather vane seen in Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Imagineers had salvaged a bunch of props from the Great Movie Ride, and it's so great to know that a little piece of the ride still lives on here at Hollywood Studios. A TPM Vids viewer at Mrs. the Bood sent in this little find, and it was such a pleasant surprise. Number 1. One of the coolest hidden Mickeys can be found at the exit of Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid. So as you're exiting the ride, take a look at these rocks on your right-hand side. What you're looking at is a perspective statue that forms an optical illusion, creating a non-traditional hidden Mickey. It's actually Mickey from Steamboat Willie. Can you see it? Well, you'll get a better idea of the shape as each part of his body is outlined and colored in. The more you crouch down, the better chance you have of making out this hidden Mickey. And it really depends on the angle you're at too. It needs to be just right. It took me so long to see it, and now I can never unsee it. So next time you visit Magic Kingdom, see if you can spot this one for yourself. So what's your favorite hidden secret or detail at Walt Disney World? I'd love to know. Leave a comment down below to start a conversation, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video.